Welcome.
Well, thanks for having me, mate.
Well, thanks for kicking 1,000 goals.
Thank you.
You're probably going to be talking about this for your rest of your days, so one more time, we'll get a little bit forensic on it, if you wouldn't mind. But going into the match, what were you thinking? You had 4 goals as round 2. You missed out the week before. Were you thinking this is the one?
There was a little bit of pressure on it, really. Like, I obviously wanted to get it done, but my sister actually flew in from LA that morning, so I thought, I need to get this done. But yeah, there was a little bit of pressure, but from the football club, there was absolutely no pressure at all. They were just go about your business, go out there, play footy. If it happens, it happens. And fortunate enough for me, I was able to get it done there, had my family, had my friends there, and then to experience that with the footy club and the boys there was just something that I'll never forget.
And I think the rest of us will never forget it as well. I spoke to Champion Data today. They estimate, they couldn't do it at the time to the exact, but they estimate you've kicked 4 or more goals on somewhere between 75 and 100 times in your 1,000. But this 4 goals must have felt like a little bit of a weight. And the footy gods didn't appear as if they were smiling initially when we arrived in Sydney. It was the prediction was for hail, rain and snow, and yet it somehow magically cleared. Which gave us a little bit of a chance.
Yeah, definitely. It's funny how it works. It was supposed to rain, didn't rain, and then obviously kicked the goal and then it started raining. So someone was looking down on me that night, that's for sure. And as I said, it was just a special moment and something I'll never forget.
So let's get a little bit forensic. We just saw the first goals. You got off to a bit of a slow start. Quarter 1, it had just about evaporated. You hadn't got on the board. With 5 seconds to go, you finally nailed one. What were you thinking, if anything at all?
I wasn't thinking too far ahead at that stage. Obviously, my main focus was winning, to be honest with you. So I kicked the first one. And I can't even remember what the second one was, to be honest.
Well, you got a big fat 0 in quarter 2, and we were wondering whether we were coming back the next week to see if we could celebrate. Quarter 3 had started to happen. 8 minutes to go, you nailed one. And then with 1 minute and 33 seconds to go, you nailed it. Did you feel then that the fourth quarter was going to deliver the magical number?
Yeah, I think especially with the third quarter when I kicked that one, Parks kick to me, I definitely felt like it's going to happen tonight. And especially with us being a little bit in front, I thought if we got to the fourth quarter and we're still in front by this much, then I'm a chance to get it done. And I was fortunate enough to have a chat to Chad Warner and to say, mate, lower your eyes and kick it to me. Then as soon as I saw him get the ball, I thought, okay, I'll come back at the ball here and he'll hit me up, and the rest is history. 5
minutes and 59 seconds remaining. You left your run late, but the Warner moment must have been spectacular when you saw him bursting out of the centre.
Well, that doesn't happen all the time, especially the way footy's played these days. But as soon as I saw him get the ball, I thought, he's either going to have the shot or he's going to listen to what I said. And he listened to what I said, and so it was a great night.
I think you made him famous, to be honest. If you had kicked it over your head, no one would have remembered that, bar you probably.
Oh, he's a super player. Look at his year.
Fantastic.
This year has just been fantastic. He's got a huge future.
And then mayhem, then the invasion. I mean, I was sitting up there in the Brawongle stand and I watched the first wave of people come across, and then everybody looked. It was on the second and third floors, and they looked across and said, well, look at this, I'm going to go out too. And then the second wave came across, and yet you were able to remain incredibly composed, and it was actually a great tribute to, I think, the feeling out on that ground. It was just it's almost impossible to believe that no one got injured out there, but such was the goodwill to you and to footy.
Yeah, as I said, it was amazing. I think you could really, after I kicked that third goal, you could feel the energy of the crowd. They were all coming down to level 1, and I was able to get it done. But obviously being a little bit older now, I don't get as many shots as I used to as a young kid. But I thought if I get to have a few shots on the day, I thought I need to make these count. And obviously had the 4 shots and kicked 4 goals. So I ended up pretty well.
So when you're 70 years of age and you're up here, you'll be still talking about this, the most famous goal you ever kicked. What's the second most famous?
Probably the 100 goals.
Yep.
Would probably be my second most favourite one. But I think there'd be goals that I've kicked in finals that have been huge and important for the team at that stage.
You join in an illustrious list headed by our own Tony Lockett, kicked 1,360, Gordon Coventry, Jason Dunstall, Doug Wade. You've already eclipsed Gary Ablett. You've moved into 5th spot with 1,047, and Gary Ablett with 1,031. Most of those guys kicked multiple centuries. You kicked one. Do you think we'll ever see the centurion goal kicker again?
I'd love to say that it would happen again, but probably looking at this stage, you'd probably say no. But hopefully the game can change a little bit. It's, obviously this year it's got a lot quicker and the ball movement's a lot faster and that, but I can't see it at this stage, that's for sure.
No, it's pretty tough. I reckon the moment that you kicked 100, Clarko decided that's enough of that. We're going to move you up the ground.
Fair enough. Yeah. I think, like every year the game changes, that's for sure. And unfortunately, with guys kicking bags of goals, that it just hasn't changed. It's just stayed the same.
So the big discussion, I guess, during the year was that you were considering your retirement and considering to play on, and you finally made the decision. I thought you handled it particularly well in grand final week and put it to bed. And the beauty is that we're going to see you go round one more year.
Yeah, I'm really excited about that. It was a big decision. Obviously, been playing for 18 years, so I had to sit down with my family and work out what was best for us. And my heart's still here. I love playing football. I enjoy going to the club every day. Love competing. So I thought I need to go on for another year. So I'm really excited by that. I think obviously playing in the grand final this year with such an exciting group, that spurred me on to go another year, and I'm really excited to get back to pre-season and have another crack at it next year.
You're excited. My Auntie Val is beside herself. I'm beside myself. You've been the most electrifying player to watch over the last 15 years. Absolutely thrilled to have you going again around for the Sydney Swans. And can I just say, on behalf of everybody in this room, congratulations on a brilliant career, and thanks for making it such a memorable moment when you kicked the 1,000th goal. Congratulations, well done.
Thanks, Dave.
All the best. Buddy Franklin.